In this video, I'm going to talk about top 5 must-learn Gitops tools in the cloud. But before that, let's have a quick overview of what exactly is Gitops. Gitops is a new cool kid in the town, and primarily Gitops is a subset of Devops. Gitops is a practice that helps automate application deployment and infrastructure provisioning. It typically involves using Git, an open source version control system, as a single source of truth for declarative infrastructure and applications. GitOps is mostly used in deploying containerized applications on Kubernetes cluster along with Kubernetes resources. I have another video in more detail around this topic and the link is in the description. Okay, so now let's have a look at what exactly these top 5 GitOps tools are. Before I delve into that, let's have a quick peek onto what features these GitOps tools usually have. The first is called a CDEP or continuous deployment. This basically is related to Kubernetes and it enables you to push applications rapidly and eliminates the need for several deployment management systems. Then comes CDEL or continuous delivery, and this again is mainly focused on Kubernetes and it enables you to rapidly build, test, and deploy software via incremental updates. Then we have runtime pipelines, which enables us to read and write files to Git, load container images, and update container repositories. Lastly, but not of course least bit, there is continuous monitoring. The GitOps tools can continuously monitor for configuration drift and automatically reconcile any changes that differ from the Git repository. Okay, now let's have a look at top 5 GitOps tools one by one. The first one is Argo CD, and it is right now the most popular GitOps tools out there. Argo CD, or simply Argo, is a set of open source tools for Kubernetes, helping developers quickly and securely deliver software in a GitOps pattern. Argo CD simplifies application deployment and lifecycle management by automating deployment. It also makes rollbacks easier and more auditable for troubleshooting purposes. Argo CD is a Kubernetes native continuous deployment tool built for GitOps. It keeps all configuration logic in Git to enable developers to use existing code development, review, and approval workflow already connected to Git-based repositories. Second tool is CodeFresh, and this is one of my favorite tools. CodeFresh is a modern Kubernetes and GitOps solution powered by Argo, bringing the best open source tools to reliable enterprise-grade DevOps toolchain. And I believe if you or your organizations uses Argo CD day in and day out, you should look at CodeFresh because CodeFresh provides secure and thoroughly validated runtime, allowing you to fully tap the power of Argo workflows, events, CD, and rollouts. The best practices of GitOps are built into CodeFresh while still giving teams the flexibility and controls they need. Well, the next one is Flux CD. This is another very popular tool. Flux or CD or Flux can automatically ensure that the state of a Kubernetes cluster matches the configuration in the Git. It employs a cluster operator to trigger deployments in Kubernetes, eliminating the need to use a separate CD tool. Flux monitors your image repositories, detects new images, triggers deployments. It uses this data and a configurable policy to update the running configuration to the desired state. Then comes a little known tool, but still which is gaining popularity is werf. Werf is an open source command line interface CLI tool written in Go. It aims to simplify and speed up the application delivery process. It facilitates GitOps by letting developers describe the configuration of an application and storing this file in a Git repository that serves as a single source of truth. werf does not cover all CI/CD needs. Instead, it helps create pipelines you can embed into existing CI/CD systems. The primary aim of werf is to continuously build Docker images and deliver them to the Kubernetes cluster when any changes are made. Then the last tool which I would like to mention is Jenkins X. Well, Jenkins X is a sort of controversial open source CI/CD and automated testing tool for cloud native applications deployed with Kubernetes clusters. Jenkins X offers various features including built-in Gitops, pipeline automation, and preview environments. Jenkins X uses Jenkins as a core CI/CD engine and the Jenkins pipeline to automate the continuous integration. Jenkins can only assemble CD with custom scripts, isolated release operations, and manual configuration. Jenkins X automates this process, adding complete support for automating CD, including staging and production environments in Kubernetes. And one point to keep in perspective is that CloudBees offers a commercial CI/CD solution powered by Jenkins X and based on Google Cloud Platform or GCP. GitOps is still a brave new world and evolving rapidly. So this is the time to learn all the tools which are coming up because they are here to stay. Well, that's about it. If you have any questions or feedback, please put them in the comments. Thank you very much.